All right, I'm live and nobody's here yet. Just me and my wine. Oh no, my cork broke. Oh no. Shoot. What do I do? What do I do? Oh, emergency. My cork broke, everybody. Cheryl, my cork broke. Do I use my teeth? If I put the corkscrew in, it might bust it up. Oh, this isn't really happening. And I can't find my corkscrew. What is even going on? Oh, I don't think this is, I think this is going to bust the cork up. So I'm really disappointed because I just got my crackers and cream cheese out to go with my wine. Hi, Carlos. I broke my cork in half trying to access my wine. All right. I got it. It was a bottle I had already opened, and I went to get the cork out, and it cracked in half. And I'm down to one wine glass. I broke 2 wine glasses since I moved into the camper. So, Cheryl, guess what I found? I found a shampoo that works for wavy and curly hair that makes your hair not frizz. Look, my hair's drying and it's not frizzing at all. YouTube has had ad videos that come on for this curly, and I bought Frankie some. I didn't buy it, but there's YouTube ads. Any shampoo or conditioner with no sulfates. So you go to Walmart, and you can even search Walmart's site for sulfate-free shampoo. Pantene makes one, but they didn't have it in stock, but they had a few other ones with no sulfates. And sulfates are what's in shampoo that makes it really sudsy. Well, it's still curl. Here's my curls coming in. I haven't gotten it straightened in 3 inches. This is from here down is when I got it straightened. Carlos, I get my hair professionally straightened because normally it's curly witchy hair. But now that I know that the reason it's frizzing is because I've been using shampoo with sulfates, I think I'm going to go let my waves and curls happen. And I was telling Frankie about it, and she's all excited. So I picked some up for her. And Miss Frizzle. So anyway, I was excited to have wine tonight, and I think I have like 2 crackers left. This is all I have left. Because last time I had crackers and wine, I ate like half my cream cheese. I have to go grocery shopping, people. I've been eating like lots of cream cheese. My light is too bright. So, Cheryl, the other person in the room is this guy, Carlos. And Carlos, I think I've been chatting with you since Frono's photo, right? Isn't that where we got chatting with each other? From the Frono's photo site? Back when I started shooting weddings, maybe? Yeah. Back when I was, Cheryl, I was dating Matt, and I had the Puerto Rico wedding that I went to shoot. And we were both on this forum for Frono's photo, and Carlos was living in Puerto Rico at the time. Yeah, 7 years. Yep. So we're friends on Facebook, and she's always commenting on my wedding pictures. You're still in Puerto Rico, yeah. Must be nice. Must be nice. I'm headed to warmer weather soon, very soon. So I made my curtains. I got my curtains up. I love them. It's dusk here. It's been dreary and rainy all day. I also got a little portable clothes washer that I'm going to be trying out. April 1st, I'm going to a campground for a couple weeks. How do I feel? My, I don't know if it's the seizures or the medication for my seizures, but I keep getting a dizzy feeling. And I've been having hallucinations. I'm having weird vision issues where things look closer than they are. Like I'll be looking at it's usually things that are lit up, like a computer screen or my phone screen or my dashboard in my car. And it looks like things are 3D, like they're popping out at me. Like certain colors are an inch in front of the screen or 2 inches in front of my computer. It's really trippy. Like things are popping off the screen at me. And then I'm seeing things that aren't there floating in front of me, like when I'm laying in bed. And I know, like, I'm not like, it's not like schizophrenic, like I'm hallucinating thinking people are there that aren't, because like I'm well enough to realize, okay, that's really not there. I know that's really not there, and I realize I'm the only one that's seeing it. Like, I know it's not real and it's a hallucination, so I feel like I'm not crazy, but I know that my eyes and my brain are seeing it. Like, I'm really seeing it. My brain thinks it's really seeing it. So it's a little scary. And then, so I was telling my neurologist about it, that I'm seeing for the seizures. And he's like, oh, that's not seizure related. You need to see a psychiatrist. But my sister, who's on, and I have been looking up symptoms of temporal lobe seizures, and hallucinations are on there. So I don't know why this neurologist is saying that this wouldn't be seizure related. So Social Security Disability has me set up for an appointment, I believe next week. So they can't treat me, but they're going to listen to me and try to diagnose me to be able to have a diagnosis to tell Social Security Disability whether or not I have issues with my brain. And I'm trying to get an appointment with a psychiatrist, but I can't. There's none that take my insurance. So I have an appointment with a mental health place up the street from me, but it's not a psychiatrist. It's like a nurse practitioner place at a mental health place. And I'm sure she's going to look it up and see that it's seizure related, you know? So I think I have to find a different neurologist. I wish I could see the one I saw in the hospital, because he was awesome. And I'm so sad he doesn't take my insurance. I love him. I love him. He was the best. He was very thorough and very... It's like this new neurologist I'm seeing is going against everything that the one that diagnosed me is saying. I showed him the videos of my facial twitching, and he's like, oh, that's not seizures. That's a migraine. Okay, well, I've had migraines all my life, and my face has never twitched like that. And my hand has never tremored like that. And he did see a video, Cheryl, I don't know if I told you, I did show him a video from last weekend when I went to the water park with Frankie. My arm started shaking like it was how Brent's does. And I showed him that video of my arm, and he said that's seizures. So that's seizures, but my face twitching isn't. I don't know. I just don't want my brain atrophy to get worse. I don't mind if I'm shaking. I don't mind if I can't work. I just don't want to start forgetting stuff, you know? I don't mind it's where it is. I just don't want it to get worse. And I'm really upset at some of the things I'm losing. I lost I lost my recurve bow. I have a wood carved beautiful recurve bow, and when I moved into the camper in December and the kids were moving into the house, I put it somewhere and I was going to give it to Abby. And then I said, never mind, I'm going to bring it in the camper, and we can't find it. So, yeah, second opinions are good. And he's brought up doing brain surgery. And that's like, no way. Yeah, I would call it a visual disturbance too. I don't like calling it a hallucination, but there's other things. Like I was seeing toys floating in a circle over my head when I was in the bunk and I was awake. And then, hi, Six String Steve. I'm talking about my hallucinations. You're going live soon, aren't you? I saw that you were going live soon. I'm doing the camper thing because I'm out of work and I can't work and I suddenly have epilepsy and brain atrophy. So one of the things I'm dealing with, Steve, is lately I'm having hallucinations. And so my sister's on, and she said she'd call them visual disturbances. And I like that term much better. But they're like, I know they're not real. I know there's not really toys floating above me. Oh, okay. So then you can hang with me. You can hang with me, Steve. Is your little tiny house family with you? I'm going to be going west, and I want a caravan with you guys for a few days. Yeah. Yeah, there's been a few things, Steve. Some things I was seeing was part of my vision was looking like kind of like when you see a mirage and it's warped like water. Part of my vision was doing that. So I figured maybe my eyes are tired. So I stopped processing wedding pictures. I was a wedding photographer, and I stopped doing that, and I just rested my eyes, and the next day I was okay. And then another thing that was happening was things were popping off my computer like it was 3D. Like certain colors were coming 2 inches off of my screen, and they seemed closer to me than other things. And the same thing was happening on my phone the other day. And the same thing was happening on the dashboard with my computer. And then last week I was laying in bed. Oh, good. The other night I was laying in bed and it was dark in my camper, and it looked like about the size of a banjo. There were toys going in a circle in front of my face, about a foot away from my face, and I know they're not there, but I'm like, why am I seeing that? That can't be in front of my face. And I tried to reach out for it, and it just kind of, the harder I looked at it, the more it kind of disappeared. Oh yeah, I've been going to a neurologist. I have left temporal lobe epilepsy and right temporal lobe epilepsy. This all started after a second open heart surgery. I've never had epilepsy in my life. This all just started in August. And now I'm out of work because I'm on a third medication and the seizures won't stop. Yeah. So I was teaching art and I had to just stop until they figure out the seizures. Yeah, no pun intended. So, and the thing is, I told the neurologist I'm having these vision issues or hallucinations. And he said, that's not seizure related. And you need to see a psychiatrist. So I can't find a psychiatrist that takes my insurance. And everything I'm reading says that you can have hallucinations with left temporal lobe seizures. So I don't know why this guy is saying that it couldn't be epilepsy and seizure related. This is my second neurologist. The first one I saw that I love and loved, that saw me in the hospital when this started, he doesn't take my insurance. The one I'm seeing takes my insurance, and I'm looking for another one to go to because I don't like this guy. I don't like the second guy. He wants to do brain surgery, and it's like, what? No, you're not cutting open my brain. Give me some pot first and see if that works. Pot, wine. I'll do anything before brain surgery. So I joined Thousand Trails, and my plan is, yeah. So my plan is to go south, hit the Carolinas, maybe go Tennessee, go west, go toward Arizona, and then it's going to be hot. I wanted to get past the Tornado Alley before April, but that's not going to happen. So I don't want to hit tornadoes because I don't think that would be fun. Maybe it would. Maybe that would make for good videos, huh? No thumbs up on that. No tornado videos. But I have my first grandson is due. My son is having a baby. Well, my son's girlfriend is having a baby. They're due April 20th, 420. There's another pot sign. So their baby's due 420. So I plan on being around for that. Yeah, Colorado. I was chatting with Hobotech today, Tom, and he said he's going to be in Idaho. He's going to be in Idaho, and I was curious about higher elevations anyway, because I have heart issues as well, and I've been getting out of breath, and I was wondering if I would breathe better in higher elevations. I think there's been some snowstorms in Colorado. But if I have this grandbaby that I need to love and hold in April, at the end of April, I'm looking at getting out of here probably mid-May. Because I don't think the way things are going with my memory and hallucinations or visual disturbances, not getting better. I hate to say it, but I can't see myself going back to the job I was doing. I don't know if I'll get approved for Social Security disability or not. But I just plan on going on BLM land and living as cheap as I can. Well, Carlos, what can you do? What can you do? I'm not going to be sad every day. I'm not going to be sad every day. You can't. My mom was a very sad, negative, worried person, and every day she worried about everything. And I would just think, how could she possibly have any fun ever thinking negative and sad all the time? And I promised myself I would never ever do that. Steve, I'm not, because I know they're not real. And sometimes I get double vision too, because I have a plaque near my optic nerve. So I actually have a prism in my left glass lens, but sometimes the double vision gets worse than the prism can accommodate. And when it happens, it only lasts a couple minutes. And excuse me, when it happens, I just pull over. When I get dizzy, I just pull over. My neurologist did not say I couldn't drive. My issue is, one, I was shooting weddings for 13 years. I can't do the DJ lighting, and I can't do the camera flash because I have light sensitive seizures. So the last wedding I tried to do was Halloween, and there were strobe lights and crazy purple lights, and I was just dizzy. My mind felt very, very dizzy, and I didn't know why. And then it ends up it was because the seizures. And I also felt confused, like I kept forgetting what I was doing. And then in the classroom has fluorescent lights. So they flicker, and even though normal people don't see them flicker, and I might not see them flicker, my brain is sensitive to the flickering of LED and fluorescent lights. I am living my life, and I am enjoying it. And that's part of the thing. I wanted to do the camper thing, and now I'm just doing it. I was going to teach till June and then do it in the summer. But hey, now I get to do it now, you know? So happy times are coming. Happy times are coming. So when you guys are done in Florida, do you head back to Arizona, Steve? I'm definitely going to the RTR, the 2020 RTR, but hopefully I'll get to join you all somewhere, you know, camping somewhere. I'll meet up with y'all. My mom had MS. My mom had MS. She just passed away January 26th. She didn't have vision issues. She didn't have double vision. And when I went to the emergency room, they wrote me down as having an MS exacerbation, because once I told them my mom had MS, that's what it was. That's what they said it was. And I had to tell them, no, MS is not hereditary. And they just always go there with it. Thank you, Steve. Thank you. Oh, got a question for you. So I'm trying to hang my instruments up in my camper, but I don't think there's any studs. I can't find any studs. The walls feel hollow. They are very light instruments. It's just, I have 2 ukuleles and a mandolin, so they're very light. And I have these, you know, these. And they come with the drywall anchors, but obviously it's not drywall. So what's a girl to do? Do I put holes in the wood and just see it if it holds them? And then when they fall, complain that I put holes in the wood? Or is there something else? Any suggestions? I've seen some people just like I could put nets or bungees under my daughter's bunk and bungee them to my bunk roof. Yeah, it's like Luan. And, oh my god, did you see my video about the curtains? The stupid, these things? These boxes? The dealer? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The dealer that's like, oh, Amish made, blah, blah, blah. That's just wood stickers to look like wood. I'm not happy about that. The cabinets, the doors are wood, but This is not real wood. This is not real wood. Just the doors are real wood. Yeah, I'm not happy. So I was thinking about painting all this white, and I was indecisive about it because I'm like, oh, that's wood. I don't want to, that's probably birch, and I don't want to, paint over the wood. But now that I know it's not wood, I'm painting it. It's a Riverside Retro 181B. And it's getting painted. As soon as I get where it's dry and warm enough, I'm painting it. I got some vinyl lettering for the back side. roamingartworks.com. But it's not warm enough here in New Jersey to put them on yet. All right, good chatting with you. Thanks for joining me, Steve. Oh, nice. It's wine time here. That's my dinner. Bye. So who's still here, Cheryl or Carlos? Carlos is still here. So what's the weather like in Puerto Rico today? It was raining here all day. Not nice. Oh, it's already 7:30. I haven't been to Puerto Rico since that wedding. I need to take a trip soon. My sister and I were thinking about doing a little cruise sometime soon. Every year we keep saying we're going to do it's not a cookie, they're crackers. And I'm just finishing the package because there's only like 3 left. I didn't have dinner. I didn't have lunch. All I ate today was like an English muffin. Yeah, I know. The girls gotta eat. That's right. Girls gotta clean her camper too. I keep putting it off. I start cleaning and then I just I feel like I get overwhelmed and I don't know. Too much to do. I did do my dishes today. I did my dishes. I changed the litter box. I took a shower. Finished the curtains. I guess I got a lot done. Where do you work? What do you do? What do you mean they control the messages? Carlos says he just noticed YouTube controls the messages. What do you mean? DOD, Department of Defense? What do you mean YouTube controls the messages? Oh yeah, my daughter was in one of the chats and she's like, YouTube saying I'm chatting too much or something. Yeah, I can't control that. So I got the cat to stop scratching the cushions. And what I had to do was I got double-sided tape that I put down where she claws. But the problem is my hair keeps sticking to it. No, I'm not shooting. I had like 3 weddings booked, and I had to pass them to another photographer. And I've gotten a lot of inquiries, and I just had to pass them to other photographers. I canceled my liability insurance, and I have a lot of weddings that I photographed that they still need their albums. So as those brides need their albums, I'll design them. I have one left that I'm still processing the pictures, but I've had a lot of double vision issues. So I'm doing as many as I can, but when my vision goes double, I have to like stop processing because you got to zoom in and make sure the picture's in focus. And I just can't do it when my vision's double. Like right now, my vision's I'm not seeing good right now. So I have to like go like this when I want to read what you wrote. And I would have to do that with every single picture that I'm processing, and it's really difficult. I thought I was done with my weddings, and then I found a folder on my desktop of the bride. We had a second shooter for her wedding, and I completely forgot that there was a second shooter because I'm having brain atrophy and forgetfulness, and I'm like, oh my God, I have this whole folder of second shooter photos. So I had to start processing the second shooter photos, and that's what I'm working on now. I did her the ceremony pictures yesterday, and tomorrow I will probably do the reception pictures for that wedding, and then I'll be done. No more shooting. It's upsetting, but you know, I can't take the flash. And there wouldn't be enough work doing family portraits to sustain a job, you know. And with the heart issues, it would be very hard to like lug my gear and walk through a park. And it's just crazy how your life can change. Like, I just never would have expected any of this. Like, my business was getting so successful, and then when my health started going bad, then I said, oh, well, you know what? I'll start teaching. And now I don't feel safe in the classroom, you know, because I'm just forgetful. I can't remember the kids' names. I can't remember how to go into the computer and type the lesson plans. And with these visual disturbances that I'm having, it's just unpredictable what happens to me throughout the day. And then I would have seizures in the classroom, and I don't have the seizures where you like convulse and stuff. I would just get very dizzy or nauseous. I had to call the office to have someone cover me because I was going to throw up, and I did. I threw up, and then I had to go home. And I wasn't even sick. The medication I was on made me throw up, but they wouldn't let me stay because I threw up. So I've just been in and out of work, the classroom. Like, I've been absent more than I've been in. And I feel like that's not fair to the kids, that they need consistency. And I don't know. I just don't know. So if I can get by, well, my heart valve is working fine. There's a leak between, the valve is fine, but where the valve connects to the wall, in between the valve and the wall, that's where the leak is. But it's just mild. It's not a bad leak. So I don't need surgery. And they said it's kind of normal for that leak to be there, because once someone has a repair and then they have a valve replacement, it's normal for that to be leaking a little bit. But the fact that I'm still having symptoms and getting out of breath and not being able to do stairs and stuff, I just saw the cardiologist 2 days ago, and he said that he thinks it's just, when someone's had 2 heart surgeries, that if the problem isn't corrected quick enough, if the surgery isn't done soon enough, your heart could have injuries to it or become weaker. And that's why the first time they fixed it, it was like I was 19 years old again. And this time, it wasn't like I was 19 years old again. It's like my heart got a little worse, and it's just not improving. It's not, I don't know. I don't know how I explained it. He said I just am not going to be back to like having a healthy heart, like being able to do what I did before I got sick. It's heart disease is what it is. And I'm okay. I'm okay doing what I do, when my daughter and I went to a water park a couple weekends ago, we were going up the stairs, and I was carrying a inner tube, and it's very light. It wasn't heavy. It's just a light tube full of air. And I would go up like the 10 stairs, and I had to just stop and rest because I was out of breath. And I had to just, wait a minute or two before I could proceed up the next 10 stairs. And I just have to, rest a lot because my heart gets racing and I get out of breath. But I'm not in danger of having a heart attack or anything. So I'm just happy to be alive. I'm happy to be able to climb stairs and do water slides, and like I can walk, I can hike, and hopefully I can run again. I'll just keep trying to walk and get myself up to the point where I can exercise more, and hopefully I won't have any issues, and hopefully the seizures will calm down, and I won't need any brain surgery or anything like that, because I don't want people cutting into my brain. I really don't. I have enough issues. Yeah, I think my sister has sleep apnea, and they gave her a machine and she doesn't use it. My older sister. I never got tested for it. Speaking of sleep apnea, I think I'm getting sleepy, and I think I'm going to go to bed, Carlos. So thank you for chatting with me and hanging out. I appreciate the company. All right. All right. Take care. Good night.